Hello everyone, myself Swakriti Sinha, and today I will be covering the topic of TOC, that is the table of contents in this video. Creating a table of contents. Writer's table of contents feature lets you build an automated table of contents from the headings in your document. Before you start, make sure that the headings are styled consistently. For example, you can use the heading 1 style for chapter titles and the heading 2 and heading 3 styles for chapter subheadings. Opening Writer's table of contents feature. Although table of contents can be customized extensively in Writer, often the default settings are all you need. Creating a quick table of contents is simple. When you create your document, use the following paragraph styles for different heading levels, such as chapter and section headings, and these are heading 1, heading 2, and heading 3. These are what will appear in your table of contents. You can use more level of headings, but the default setting is to use only the first 3 levels in the table of contents. The second step is to place the cursor where you want the table of contents to be inserted. Select Insert, then Indexes and Tables, and then click on Indexes and Tables. Change nothing in the Insert Index or Table dialog, click OK. If you add or delete text so that headings move to different pages, or you add, delete, or change headings, you need to update the table of contents. And to do this, you need to place the cursor within the table of contents. And then right click and select Update Index or Table from the pop-up menu. Using the Index or Table tab, use the Index or Table tab pictured in to set the table's attributes. Setting basic attributes. To set the table's basic attributes, from the Type drop-down list in the Type and Title area of the tab, select Table of Contents if it isn't already selected. From the drop-down list in the Create Index or Table area, select Entire Document. In the Create From area, check the Outline checkbox. In the Create From area, clear the Index Marks checkbox. The next topic that follows is adding a title. If you would like the table of contents to have a title, enter it in the title field. If writer entered a value in this field automatically, you can change it by simply typing over the value. To delete the title, clear the title field. Protecting against manual changes. To protect the table of contents from being changed accidentally, check the Protected Against Manual checkbox. If this box is checked, the table of contents can only be changed using the context menu or the Insert Table or Index window. If the box isn't checked, the table of contents can be changed directly on the document page, just like other text. Changing the number of levels. By default, Writer evaluates 10 levels of headings when it builds the table of contents. To change the number of levels evaluated, enter the desired number in the Evaluate Up to Level spin box. Assigning custom styles. Writer automatically assigns to the table of contents all paragraphs formatted with the default heading styles, which are heading 1, heading 2, and so on. To assign paragraphs formatted with custom styles, follow these steps. In the Create From area, check the Additional Styles checkbox. Click the ellipsis button to the right of the checkbox. The Assign Styles window opens. In the Not Applied column, click the style that you want to assign to the table of contents. Use the Next button to move the selected style to the desired outline level. For example, if you want paragraphs formatted with the selected style to appear as top level entries in the table of contents, click the Next button once to move the style into the one column. To move the style in the opposite direction, use the previous button. Click OK to save your changes and return to the Index or Table tab, or click Cancel to return without saving your changes. Using the Entries tab. Use the Entries tab to format the entries in the table of contents. For each outline level, you can add and delete elements, such as chapter numbers, and you can also apply character styles to individual elements. Entries tab. To begin, click a level number in the level column to select the outline level whose elements you want to format. You will be able to apply your changes to all outline levels later. The structure line displays the elements for entries in that level. Each button on the structure line represents one element. The E hashtag button represents the chapter number. The E button represents the entry text. The T button represents a tab stop. The hashtag button represents the page number. The LS button represents the start of a hyperlink. This button doesn't appear on the default structure line. The LE button represents the end of a hyperlink. This button doesn't appear on the default structure line, just like the LS button. Each white field on the structure line represents a blank space. The next topic is deleting elements. To delete an element from the structure line, click the button that represents that element and then press the delete key on your keyboard. For example, to delete a tab stop, click the T button and then press the delete key. Adding elements. To add an element to the structure line, follow these steps. The first step is to place your cursor in the white field to the left of where you want to insert the element. Then click on one of the 5 buttons that are just below the structure line. For example, to add a tab stop, click the tab stop button. A button representing the new element appears on the structure line. Note that if you insert a hyperlink, you must indicate both the beginning and the end of the link. For example, to change the default structure line so that the chapter number and the entry text form a hyperlink, follow these steps. On the structure line, place your cursor in the white field to the left of the E hashtag button. Recall that the E hashtag button represents the chapter number. Click the hyperlink button. An LS button representing the start of the hyperlink appears on the structure line. On the structure line, place your cursor in the white field to the right of the E button. Recall that the E button represents the entry text. Click the hyperlink button again. An LE button representing the end of the hyperlink appears on the structure line. So that's it for today. Thank you for joining me.